This weekend over Monticello, the sky will be filled with all sorts of airplanes as part of Horizon Hobbies RC Fest. And today we've got Stephen Petrato, Director of Marketing for Air and Radio, and Greg Sopa, Director of Marketing for Surface, joining me to talk all about how many years have you been doing this now?
It's going to be our fourth year.
Yeah, fourth year.
Yep.
And had to miss last year.
Yep, missed last year, but so not continuously, but fourth year, so we're excited.
Well, for those who have not been out there, and I have been, so I don't want to give too much away, what is RC Fest all about?
So RC Fest is really a celebration of everything RC. So we've got boats, we've got cars, we've got planes. There'll be a race going on with 50-pound race cars driving around the track. We'll have giant scale airplanes, some like we have here, and some even bigger. So it is pretty much an introduction in RC. If someone has never seen radio-controlled products of any sort, that's the place to see it.
Stephen, is this more of an exhibition where the professionals do it and everybody just gets to watch, or is it interactive?
No, that's the cool thing with RC Fest. When we designed the event, we wanted the public to attend and actually be able to do RC. And not everyone gets a chance to run a $1,000 car or an RC boat. So this is a time for them to come out and try those things. So we'll have try-me areas for airplanes, boats, cars, crawlers, and we'll have expositions. So you'll come out and you can watch people fly, watch people race, like Greg was just mentioning, and we'll have fireworks and incredible air shows on both Friday and Saturday. So yeah, come on out. We want you to be there. We want you to play with the toys.
They're all cool, but the ones I don't think you let anybody play with are those fighter jets that sound like real fighter jets. They have fuel in them, as I understand it, 150 miles an hour plus?
Easily. Oh, yeah, easily. We're limited to 200 miles an hour, but I haven't seen any FAA guys out with speed guns lately. But no, we do try to respect that. But yeah, they're not 200 mile an hour, up to 200 mile an hour. So, and they do run on real jet engines.
I also heard that you technically can fly them farther than you can see them?
Generally speaking, we can go upwards of a mile out, and that's typically a larger aircraft you can almost see at that point. Smaller aircraft you cannot, but the technology's come so far that range is no longer an issue. Remember back in the day, like how far can you fly that before you lose control? We don't have that issue anymore.
I'm not as much worried about losing control as knowing where in the world it is, right? Like if you can't see it, getting it back to you, it feels like it might be difficult.
Yeah.
For those who are just starting in RC, obviously they're not going to start with these jets. Where do you typically introduce someone who wants to get started? Is it a boat? Is it a smaller car? Is it a glider? How do you start?
Yeah, so the boats and the cars are generally where we get started. So our Try-Me products are based around beginner level products. So we've got a small boat ponds where we've got pool-sized boats that you can run around, and then we've got two different types of cars that you can do for Try-Me. One that's more like an off-road crawler, sort of like a Jeep, and then more of an off-road vehicle, like a monster truck that you can go and drive around, go off some little jumps and things like that. So that's usually where we say to start.
Something that can't plummet from the air and crash, right? That's probably a good place to start.
Well, even on the plane side, I mean, the technology has come so far that you can start out as a beginner and have a really good experience and get your feet wet that way.
When it comes to RC Fest, what are the ticketing rules? What do you need to know? Is this something you need to get in advance? You can pay at the gate? How does that work?
Yeah, so this year we're doing a $5 parking, so $5 a carload, but at the same time we're going to give you a $10 coupon to use in the hobby shop. So that's a bonus. And really that's it. If you'd like to register to fly or register to do a competition, you can go to horizonrcfest.com and you can register there. But everybody else, if you're just coming to hang out for the day, just come out. It's $5 a carload, and we urge you to just put as many people as possible in the car.
And there is food and other things available there too, right? So
we'll have food trucks on sites. We'll start at 10 a.m. on Friday, 9 a.m. on Saturday, and then the Try-Me will be open from 11 to 7 on Friday, and then 10 to 7 on Saturday.
And you might want to bring a lawn chair. I know there's some seating, but
yes,
that's probably
definitely
not a bad idea.
Yep.
All right. Well, I hope you leave one of these back for me to play around with. But, guys, hope everything goes really well this weekend.
Thank you
so much.
Appreciate it.
You got it. If you want more details on RC Fest, we have that link they just mentioned on our website. Trust me, it's not something you want to miss, especially if you have kids who are into this kind of stuff. Just go to CILiving.tv.